And a very good morning. Welcome into our coverage of Argentinian racing. We're taking the one race from Argentina this morning, and it is the Group 1 Gran Premio Latinoamericano. 14 runners are heading to the post, and the race is due off at 4:45 a.m. Hong Kong time. Meeting code is S3, and the track is rated as firm. The race is over 2,000 metres. A bit of information on this race because we haven't bet on it before, but some of the best horses we'll see this morning from the South American racing nations, and they're headed in the direction of the San Isidro racecourse. Runners are coming into the parade. It's just outside Buenos Aires, and it's the Gran Premio Latinoamericano, the world's only Group 1 race that's staged by different member nations each year. And this year they are in Argentina. And as you can see, horses have made their way into the parade, and that's the favourite on screen in Natan, who's at 4.5 and 1.3. There are quartet and first four merged pools on offer. And you can find out everything you need to know at worldpool.hkjc.com as runners make their way around the parade for this first. Horse number 2 is a Calahiro. Calahiro draws barrier number 2. They do go in barrier draw order in correlation to their saddlecloth numbers, and the weights are spread across differently. So not necessarily the same as what we see here in Hong Kong as far as weights go. We're going to take you on course now to San Isidro, and that is Calahiro's at 20 and 6.8, all from the track.
Behind number 3, Samay from Peru. This mare ran 11 times, 10 wins, and 1 time was third. Dale.
We'll head back on course very soon as Samay, as you heard from our on-course commentator there from Peru. Horses had the 11 starts, won 10 of them, including a win last start at Monterrico in Peru. Number 4 is Viva La Vida, and Joaquin Herrero takes the ride on this horse, currently at odds of 32 and 8. Last start winner in Chile, over 1,900 metres on the turf of the Valparaiso Sporting 3-year-old and older event. Sporting that race by nose at odds of 15.2. Has won 6 from 25, and being a Chilean visitor, is having his first look at San Isidro. This morning, our time, this afternoon, Argentinian time. The race goes at 5:45 locally, and horse number 4, Viva La Vida. 32 and 8 the price about that one. 4-year-old winner of 6 from 25, 5 from 17 on turf. So we've seen the first 4 with Natan still the favourite at 4.5 and 1.3. Number 5 is Dutor Sereno for Jose Severo. And Dutor Sereno, a Brazilian visitor who's won 9 times from 17 starts, won it by a head last time in Brazil in a 4-year-old and older event, was a winner by a margin of 5 lengths to 2 starts ago. Draws barrier number 5, carries 132 pounds, and is currently the second pick in the market at 4.9 and 1.7. 6 times tried over the 2,000 metres for Sereno, 4 wins and 1 placing. unbeaten this season, 5 starts for 5 wins. So there's Doutor Sereno, 4.9, 1.7. And one of the visitors from Brazil. They've come from across South America, as they generally do for this race each year, being hosted by different countries. And the Peruvians, the Brazilians, the Uruguayans, the Chileans have all ventured to take on the locals, the Argentinians, at San Isidro in 19 minutes from now. Horse number 6 is Papa Mim, and Luis Caceres is the rider of Papa Mim, one of the Uruguayan visitors, a winner of 6 from 17. And this horse is a last start winner at listed level. Did run 14th in the Group 1 Sao Paulo 2 starts ago when beaten a long way at 20.5. Then went home back into Uruguay and won the Clásico La Piedras and was victorious in that by 3/4 of a length as a 2.3 favourite. 132 pounds when he's back this afternoon and has had the full starts this year for a couple of wins, no placings, and is one of the outsiders at the moment at 34 for the win and 8.9 for the place. Papa Mim, horse number 6 for Raimundo Suarez, the trainer, and Luis Caceres, who will take the ride. Making his way around in front of a rather packed parade ring there at San Isidro Racecourse. Field of 14 to run in this. There are no scratchings and 2,000 metres on a firm track surface. We'll see jockeys mount up very, very soon. Go back and have a look at the details of the top 2 as well before we get to the post time for this first and only race we take from S3 on a big Sunday of racing, of course, Shark Tin coming up with a 1 o'clock post time locally. There is the grey Don Ferez for Carlos Trujillo. And Don Ferez at 10 for the win, 2.9 for the place. Only been beaten once. That was last time. Another Peruvian visitor, and his defeat was at Monterrico in Peru, over 2,000 metres, but he has won at the distance in a Group 3 race of October last year when he won the Gustavo Prado Hudebert. And in that race, he was able to win by 3/4 of a length. He had 1 start after that in June and was victorious at Group 3 level. Also at Monterrico, came back in distance to the 1,800 metres. We haven't seen him since the 26th of August. So a little freshen up between runs for Don Ferez and a travel from Peru to Argentina. And he's at 10 and 2.9 for a horse that's had 2 starts at 2,000 metres for that win at Group 3 and the placing last time in a 4-year-old and older allowance race. You aren't going to miss him in the run. The big grey is horse number 7, Don Ferez. I've seen about half the runners now for S3, number 1, 16 minutes away. Costa del Norte is just on toe a little there, as you can see. 18 and 5 is her price. And Oscar Julio Perez takes the ride on Costa del Norte, another Chilean visitor who's won 4 from 8 over the 2,000 metres and 5 from 6 this year. Defeat was 4 starts ago, and that was back in Chile when 4th at Group 1 level in the Breeders' Cup in Chile. Has since bounced back with a Group 2 and a Group 3 win, and she was victorious by 3.5 lengths 2 starts ago. In the Group 2, Francisco Baeza backed it up with a Group 3 win in the Enviro Sergio Del Cente last time, scoring by 2 lengths, being odds on at 3 of her last 4 starts. Was in the market when defeated 3 starts ago as a 3.7 second pick. Costa del Norte seems to have calmed until now, and 18 and 5 is her price. One of the girls in the race on S3-1. So 4.4, 1.3 for the local Natan. As Costa del Norte is going to cut through the centre of the parade ring there. We might be seeing jockeys mount up shortly with 15 minutes of betting time remaining on this very special Argentinian simulcast on a fine sunny day just outside Buenos Aires. Don't Lose Time is horse number 9. It's a 32 and 7.6. And Don't Lose Time, another Peruvian for Mariano Aranas. It's the 2 goes on turf, 1 placing, and at this stage has wins all on dirt. The 2 turf starts for this chest. Another 5th 2 starts ago at Monterrico when beaten 5 lengths, and then was a 2nd when beaten 1.5 lengths last time in Peru. They were lower grade races, so 33 and 7.6, the price around number 9, Don't Lose Time. There's number 10, Irwin, and Irwin is the fourth pick in the market here in Hong Kong at 7.3 and a 2.2. Winner of his last two starts, a local, so he knows the track well. He's had 7 starts here at San Isidro for 3 wins and a second. He was too good last time for Star Gallen over the 2,000 metres, and that was his first win at the trip. He gets to run in the money. His first 2 goes at 2,000 metres, including a 5th in the Group 1, Miguel Alfredo Martinez de Hoz, on the 4th of February. So he had a break after that, and since that break, he came back in July and victorious in the Group 2, 9 de Julio, and then the win last time on the 25th of August. So the break has done him well, Irwin. Punters have him in the market. Going to jump the 11, head number 12, Demi Moore, who was promoted to a win last time, was second past the post at Uruguay, and then was promoted to a winner over the 2,100 metres. And Demi Moore, she's at 34 and 9.2. Number 13 is Pepe Joy. Pepe Joy's won his last 2 starts at Group 1 level, the General San Martin last time, and the Group 2 Comparación 2 starts ago. Scored by 2.5 lengths over 2,400 metres. So coming back in trip, Pepe Joy, and the horse has won twice at the track, twice at the distance, and Argentinian train, so it does know the track. Well, at number 14, Best Galano for William Pereira is the last start listed level winner on the dirt, and the turf form is 8 starts for 2 wins. And the listed Domingo Faustino Semiento was the win on the dirt. Just a field of 5 and scored by an easy 4.5 lengths, but does switch back to the turf this afternoon, Argentinian time, this morning here in Hong Kong, and that is Best Galano. That's a look at the runners, 12 minutes away from S31. It's back to Natan, this favourite, Argentinian colt, who's had 8 starts for 3 wins and 4 placings. Was a winner last time with the Group 1 Estrella's Classic for the 3-year-olds and older is 1.6. Been odds-on favourite at his last 2. He was defeated 2 starts ago in the Macon at listed level at San Isidro. There is Natan on screen for Adrian Giannetti, 4.2, 1.3 in the market. And the Group 1 Estrella's Classic win last time was in June. Calais Hero we saw briefly, and Calais Hero a Group 2 winner last time at Javia in Brazil, and won that race by 4 3/4 lengths at 6.8. A winner of 3 from 10 and 3 from 7 over the 2,000 metres. Indeed, that race in Brazil last time was over the distance of today's races. Natan, 4.3 and 1.3 was for the market for you. And this is what they're paying here in Hong Kong. Natan, number 1, 4.3 and 1.2. Calais Hero, 21 and 7. 3, Seme at 5 and 3.3. 4 is Viva La Vida, 34 and 8.3. 5, Dutor Sereno, 5.2 and 1.8. Number 6, Papa Mim, 34 and 8.6. 7, Don Ferres, 10 and 2.9. Number 8 is Costa del Norte at 15 and 4.9. 9, Don't Lose Time, 33 and 7.7. The 10 horse Irwin, 7.5 and 2.2. 11, Roheron, 37 and 10. 12, Demi Moore, 35 and 9.4. 13, Pepe Choice at 11 and 4, and 14, Best Galano, 39 and 11. And you can see on the speed map, Roheron and Irwin with pace. Viva La Vida should be going forward also. And then, of course, it's like Natan, Dutor Sereno, and Papa Mim. Pepe Joy not too far away. Best Galano just pushing up ahead of them. Just on Roheron, we didn't see that horse in the parade, so I'll give you some details on the 11. And Roheron, he's won 6 from 20. Another Chilean visitor, and ran 3rd last time back home. And the Valparaiso Sporting 3-year-old and older at Group 3 level over the 1,900 metres. There is the record of the host nations over the last 5 years. It was Chile last year. O'Connor won it locally. Uruguay winning locally 2 starts ago. It's been a race certainly the last 4 years. The locals have been victorious. And it's 2018 since Uruguay hosted it. An Argentinian runner was victorious, and that was Roman Rosso. So if you want to stick with that formula, the Argentinian horses in this race are number one Natan, also horse number, we'll just scroll down, 10 Irwin, and the 13 Pepe joined 14 Vespilano. But back on course.
Don Alberto. Number 9, Don't Lose Time. Mariano Arenas, the jockey. Rafael Rómulo Herrera, the trainer for the stud Doña Licha. The number 10, the favorite is Irving. Wilson Rosario Moreira. On board, Pablo Pedro Sajian. At the turn up, Volver al Futuro Born. The number 11 is Roderín. Ignacio Isaías Valdivia Lara, the raider. Jimeno Uranda Pastene is the trainer for the stud Los Leones. Number 12, we see in the picture Demi Moore, José Luis da Silva Moura, and Jorge Javier Rey Cairo, the tandem for La Concordia Farm. Number 13, we see the black figure of Pepe Joy, Juan Cruz Villagra, the rider, Gustavo Ernesto Romero, the trainer, for El Chuchi Barn, and 14, Bes Galano, William Pereira on board, Roberto Andrés Peregata, the trainer, Egalité, the 9, the Barn. We got Diego, the 14, runs to the gates. So at the preview, we are telling about Irving and his figure like awesome favorite on the board. 2 wins in a row for this champion. A champion who need the speed and a field with not so much speed.
Yes, we think we don't have any speed in the race. Only Bes Galano is the horse who used to run in the front. So we are waiting that Irwin make this too, going fast at the beginning. He's a very good horse. He was a champion 3-year-old horse in Argentina. He won the Gran Premio Polla de Potrillos and the Gran Premio Nacional, who are the first and the third leg of the Triple Crown in 2021. And he didn't have a good 2022, but this year he returns great because he won the last 2 races. First, the Clásico 9 de Julio over a mile. He was an amazing race for him. And later, the Clásico Engrillado. He won by 5 over Star Galan and Satu, both Grade 1 winners, over 1 mile and a quarter, the distance of this race. So for me, at least, if Irwin is okay, he will be very tough to beat.
And he broke his maiden in a great race here in San Isidro.
Yeah, he broke his maiden at the Clásico Chevalier, a Grade 2 race over 7 furlongs. So he have it all. He's the best horse and on the race and has a nice quality and the highest rated horse in South America too.
We got speed on Irving. We got past performances on Irving, and the second choice on the board is Samai from Peru. He got not the best trip from Lima to Buenos Aires, but we see at the parade ring, very good. And about the past performances, we see the race at the qualify in Monterrico in another grass, not like San Isidro at the straight, but she got a lot of quality to win this race too.
Yes, because Samai won 10 over 11 races, so you don't need nothing to add for that. So he's a very nice filly. Had not the best trip, as you say. He had some injuries, but she looks okay. The owners says that the filly was doing great over the week, so they wait for a good race, and the people have faith on her because he's the enemy of the race. And let's see now, which is her level. No? With this competition, it's very tough than she had at Monterrico.
The qualify at Monterrico was fast at the fractions. She runs at the back maybe he need to improve on the quarter from the gates, because this horse we are looking Irving all the time. Maybe was on top and maybe will be too tough to beat. But we got another from home who got quality, got past performances, and got a turn of foot. Very, very, very interesting. Is the number 1 Natam.
Yes, Nathan is another good horse here in Argentina. He won last year Gran Premio Jockey Club by disqualifying, but he won the Jockey Club, the second leg of the Triple Crown, and also he won the Gran Premio Estrellas Classics last June. It's like the similar for the Breeders' Cup Classic in South America. It's a very, very good horse. He won that race at the end of June by 1.5 length over Just Saber. And last year, he did really great because he also was second in the Polla de Potrillos, the first leg of the Triple Crown, and at the Gran Premio Estrellas Juvenile, our Breeders' Cup Juvenile. So we are waiting a great race for this son of Senor Candy, who is by Candy Ride, with an open mare who is trained by Carlos Daniel Echechurri, the top trainer at San Isidro, and will be ridden by Adrian Gianetti, who is the retained jockey for Las Monjitas stable.
And Natam got 115, the second rating at the race. The first is Irving. So we are looking right now at Natam. He's in good shape. But the turn of foot about Natam is one of the key of the races, because the gate number 1 maybe put him in troubles, but with the kind of turn of foot about Natam, maybe he resolved all at the straight. So, looking the board, we got the favorite is still Irving. The second choice is Samai. The third for Natam. And the fourth, Diego, is the number 5, Dr. Sureño, a nightmare from Brazil.
Yeah, he's a very good horse in Brazil. He won 2 great ones there, the Copa Matias Matchline. It's like the Breeders' Cup there. And also won the Grande Premio Sao Paulo in his last start. He's looking very good. He had some problems over the end of the week. Let's see how is him right now. By 2 times Grade 1 winner. You don't have anything more to say than that.
He's secure at the big fields. And Jose Severo knows everything about Dr. Sureño. The rating is 113, but is 2 times Grade 1 and knows the mile and a half and a mile and a quarter really well. So expect the best for Dr. Sureño. The 4th choice at the board right now. The 5th is the number 7, Don Ferez. Don Ferez is a star, but he needs to prove today.
Yeah, one of the Peruvian horses, one of the 3 Peruvian horses in the race. He won his first 5 races and lost only in the last of them. He had some issues in the training and also in the race. The trip was not the best for him.
Lost a couple of races.
Yeah, and was 3rd to Samai and Don't Lose Time, who also are on this race. Let's see now. Everybody says Don Ferez is the best horse in training in Peru, but he needs to prove that right now here in the Latinoamericano against the best horses in South America.
And Carlos Trujillo is the rider, and Carlos Trujillo knows everything about win a Gran Premio Latinoamericano here in Buenos Aires. Here comes the moment of the truth. Let's hear Bobby Newman with the call.
And they're at the gate for the Grade 1 Longines Gran Premio Latinoamericano. Field of 14 loading in. Natan to the inside gate. Callejero moving alongside him. One of the three females in the race, Samay. One filly, two mares in this race. Samay, the lone filly from Peru, and she's stalling a little bit behind the starting gates. Meanwhile, Papa Meme is going in from Uruguay. Samay just a little bit hesitant to go in. She's moving forward. Here's Vivir la Vida going forward. Don't Lose Time in the gold colors with the green trim. Post position number 9. Costa del Norte has come forward. Samay still not really cooperative at the starting gate, not causing trouble, but just being very hesitant to go in. Rojerin being pulled forward into gate number 11. Pepe Joy, Irwin moving forward. The gray Don Ferres from Peru is patiently waiting behind the starting gate. Here's Doctor Sureño moving forward. Just a few left to load, still waiting on Samay in gate 3. Don Ferres coming in, the lone gray in the field. Don Ferres is in. Samay, one of the only ones left out. Bescalano to the outside, the other one. Still trying to work on the filly Samay, getting her into gate 3. This is the 4th time that they brought her to the starting gate, and she just completely stops in her tracks, not wanting to cooperate. Several assistant starters are now trying to guide her in, and it looks like she's gone in. Best Galano to the outside gate, and will be set for a start. And now we have one of them who've acted up in the gate. It was Papa Meme, settles down. And they're off in the Gran Premio Latinoamericano, and it was a good start for Best Galano from the outside gate. But here's the great Don Ferres coming forward, and Don Ferres is going to challenge and put his head in front for the run up the back stretch. They're followed right now by Don't Lose Time, who's only a length off the pace in 3rd, then Vivir la Vida. Rojerin is 5th and only 2.5 lengths off the pace. They're followed right now by Samay. Up on the outside is Irwin. Then we come down to Natan, about 6 lengths off the lead. Doctor Sureño in behind that, covered up by Pepe Joy. The back of the pack right now, a few of them still back here. Callejero, Costa del Norte, as they move for the far turn. They make their way up the backstretch and into that turn. Don't Lose Time has come away with the lead. Don't Lose Time, the leader from Rojerin. Bescalano there in 3rd. Don Ferres was up front early, but has backed off into the 4th spot, only 2 lengths away as they run around the turn. There's Vivir la Vida moving through from between runners and now into a joint 3rd and only 2 lengths away as they make their way toward the top of the stretch. The filly Samay only has 3 lengths to make up, and Irwin traveling nicely on the extreme outside, followed by Pepe Joy. It's wide open as they come toward the top of the lane. Don't Lose Time to the inside of Rojerin, and a host of pursuers just in behind them as they make the swing in. Don't Lose Time, Rojerin, Vivir la Vida looking for room. Best Galano is there. Natan, Irwin in with a big chance and in the clear now, and Pepe Joy is also in with a big chance. It's wide open as they come for home in the Gran Premio Latinoamericano. Rojerin, Don't Lose Time. Here is Doctor Sureño firing down the outside. Doctor Sureño, Jose Severo Avord has swept on by them all and kicks clear. It's Doctor Sureño in front. Samay is coming to the 2nd spot. Natan rallying late now into 2nd, but Doctor Sureño's going to win it for Brazil. Doctor Sureño wins by over 2.
So 5, Vitor Sureño at 7 and 1.9 here in Hong Kong. It looks as though the grey number 7, Don Ferres at 2.7, might have snuck through along the inside and run into 2nd place. We have Natan there in a photo also at 1.6. There was 1 or 2 others. We'll have a look at the replay and find out who indeed was in that, but has broken a 4-year run of the host country winning this race out of South America, the Gran Premio Latinoamericano. and Dutour Sereno at 7 and 1.9. Here is the replay numbers shortly.
And they're off in the Gran Premio Latinoamericano, and it was a good start for Best Galano from the outside gate. But here's the great Don Ferris coming forward. And Don Ferris is going to challenge and put his head in front for the run up the back stretch. They're followed right now by Don't Lose Time, who's only a length off the pace in third. Then Vivir La Vida. Rogerin is fifth and only 2.5 lengths off the pace. They're followed right now by Samay. Up on the outside is Irwin. Then we come down to Natan, about 6 lengths off the lead. Doctor Sureño in behind that, covered up by Pepe Joy. The back of the pack right now, a few of them still back here. Callejero, Costa del Norte, as they move for the far turn. They make their way up the backstretch and into that turn. Don't Lose Time has come away with the lead. Don't Lose Time, the leader from Rogerin. Best Galano there in third. Don Ferris was up front early, but has backed off into the fourth spot, only 2 lengths away as they run around the turn. There's Vivir La Vida moving through from between runners and now into a joint third and only 2 lengths away as they make their way toward the top of the stretch. The filly Samay only has 3 lengths to make up, and Irwin traveling nicely on the extreme outside, followed by Pepe Joy. It's wide open as they come toward the top of the lane. Don't Lose Time to the inside of Rogerin, and a host of pursuers just in behind them as they make the swing in. Don't Lose Time, Rogerin, Vivir La Vida looking for room. Best Galano is there. Natan, Irwin in with a big chance and in the clear now, and Pepe Joy is also in with a big chance. It's wide open as they come for home in the Gran Premio Latinoamericano. Rogerin, Don't Lose Time. Here is Doctor Sureño firing down the outside. Doctor Sureño, Jose Severo aboard, has swept on by them all and kicks clear. It's Doctor Sureño in front. Samay is coming to the second spot. Natan rallying late now into second, but Doctor Sureño is going to win it for Brazil. Doctor Sureño wins by...
So Doctor Sureño, and number 5 is the winner. It does appear as though 7 will be second and 1 will be third, Natan. We're just waiting for the confirmation of those placings following our S3-1 race this morning. Just the one race coming in from Argentina. Dividends won't be too far away. And that was an easy one with the Brazilian winning. Don Ferris from Peru second, and the best of the locals was Natan in third spot. Those numbers not yet official, but it's no doubting a very happy Jose Severo riding Doctor Sureño to victory. You can see they're joined in very fast. The grey getting up the rail is Don Ferris. There's the local, and he didn't start favourite, Natan. He drifted at the end. Irwin went favourite, horse number 10. And it looks as though Irwin's finished down the track. They've gone 158.02 for the 2,000 metres and one very happy jockey. So Irwin started favourite. There was money for the grey, Don Ferris, at 6.8 as we get some post-race.
The trainer, this is for a smart jockey, and everything was right for Dr. Sureño. We see the flags, the Brazilian flag, again shining at the sky of San Isidro for the Gran Premio Latinoamericano. And what next for Dr. Sureño? Maybe Carlos Pellegrini?
Yeah, but sure, they will stay here for the Pellegrini. Let me tell that this is the third time that Brazil won the Latinoamericano at San Isidro. The first was with Duplex in the early 80s, and also Gorilla took the Latinoamericano, if I don't remember so good that, but it was the third win. And then you have Jose Severo, very happy, of course, by taking the most prestigious race in South America.
The history colors for Aras Moema, Jugatas, last year's horses in Argentina with Antonio Marsilia, the late Antonio Marsilia. And again, right now at San Isidro for the glory at the Latinoamericano.
And the winning rider goes to weigh in there following our S3-1 race this morning. Still waiting on numbers to be confirmed following that race. We know that the 5 has won it, though. Charting gets underway at 1 o'clock this afternoon. Presentation about to take place there at San Isidro. Good meeting coming up at Charting this afternoon. There's some very strong races. The feature race is the running of race number 8, the Yanchai Trophy. And it features a number of promising gallopers, including a couple of horses coming to Class 2 for the first time. Dancing Code, who was super in victory last time at Happy Valley. Vincent Ho and Casper Founds combined with him, and Supreme Lucky, who did some early work after jumping away reasonably well, but had plenty of horses on his inside showing pace. Zach Burton rides him for Denny Shum. If you missed Romantic Warrior, he finished just out of the money yesterday at Flemington. He did race rather keenly, so will hopefully settle better and strip fitter for the run heading to the Cox Plate in a few weeks' time of Moonee Valley. But yeah, back to race number 8, so Dancing Code and Supreme Lucky. They come up in grade to take on the Golden Scenery. Group placed last time. He's had 2 runs back this season, has the Golden Scenery. He won 2 starts ago. We've got Find My Love, who's in good form. Another good draw too, Keith Young and Manfred Manor. Sweet Encounter, number 10, first up for the season for Karis Teeson and John Size. And he is a first up winner in the past. So more post-race after the feature from South America.
And this is what horse race is all about. The tears, winning a big race here. We are looking for the hugs, for the kisses, and all about this victory.
The Buffalo family surrounding the horse, everybody enjoying a great win at San Isidro, a track that Brazilian horses like very much usually.
Thank you so much for staying with us for this great race, the most important race in South America. Diego, the last word.
Thank you so much, Seba. It was a pleasure to be here with you, and hope to be here again in the next times. Take care.
We let you with the trophy presentations. Thank you very much, and have a good night.
Thanks for the team on course there at San Isidro. There are the numbers. It's 5, 7, 1, 6, 3, and 8. They have confirmed now 5, 7, 1, 6, and 3. As the winning jockey is now off after the running of S3-1. Back to Chartin. So we've had a quick look at race number 8. Last couple of races include race number 9, where there is a scratching. Celestial Powers come out superb boy looking for the hat trick as we check the results of S3-1 in the last good race we'll talk more about shortly. 5716 at San Isidro, $70.50 and $19.50 for the winner. 7 Don Ferrers at 27. Number 1 Natan at 16. Quinella 377. Forecast 706. The 5, 7 and 1 tiers 2,783. The 157 trio is 404. The QPs 5 and 7, 111.50. 1 and 5, 58.50. 1 and 7, $84.50. The first 4 and 1, 5, 6 and 7, $6,393. The quartet 5, 7, 1 and 6, $109,210. So just the waiting signal to follow to wrap it up. And that'll be racing from Argentina today. Yeah, back to race number 10. Excellent fighter resumes. Ricky Yu and Vincent Ho takes on a race fit Super Fortune, who was placed behind Lucky Encounter last time. Happy Daly's had a stable change. Plays very consistently for Peter Ho. Global Harmony has trialled up well and was David Hayes' horse to follow on a racing to win a few weeks ago. First starter, Amazing Duck, has looked all right at the trials as well. And Greenwich has had 2 runs back this season. Gets himself a good draw for his second start in Class 3. He ran 5th at his first go in the grade. There is a very flash-looking trophy for the feature race in South America, the Gran Premio Latinoamericano, won by number 5, Tutor Sereno and Jose Severo. Longines, the sponsor of that. And ponies go back with the flags from the South American nations, and the winning flag coming from Brazil this afternoon over there in Argentina. So it's been a big day of racing. We had coverage from Flemington yesterday, out of the UK last night, Argentina this morning, and then on to Sha Tin this afternoon. Back to Happy Valley on Wednesday night. So plenty of racing to bet on for Hong Kong punters. A lot of simulcast racing taking place at the moment as well. First race at Sha Tin today is a Class 3, 4 races on the dirt. With the track kicking us off with the Class 3 featuring Adafil, and they've weighed in on S31. $70.50 and $19.50 for the 5, $27 for the 7, $16 for the 1. The Quinella, $377. Forecast 5 and 7 is $706. The 571 tiers, $2,783. The 157 trio, $404. The QPs are 5 and 7, $111.50. 1 and 5 is $58.50. And the other one on screen for you as well, numbers 1 and 7 in that third QP. The 1 and 7 paying $84.50. The first 4, 1, 5, 6 and 7, $6,393. Quartet, nice way to start at 5 o'clock on a Sunday morning. 5, 7, 1 and 6, 109,210. It was Brazil, Peru, Argentina, and Papa Mim, horse number 6, running fourth for Uruguay. So they spread right around South America, the first 4 home. 158.02 is the winner's time. It was a strong tailwind in the home straight that Dutor Sereno used a full advantage to streak on past them at about the 250-metre mark to score. 2.5 lengths is the official winning margin. There was a head between second and third. That has wrapped up coverage of Argentina, the Gran Premio Latinoamericano, taken out by that horse right there, Dutor Sereno, for Jose Severo and Victorio Fornasaro. That has been Argentinian racing. We'll see you for the first at Sha Tin at 1 o'clock.